I was halfway through my drink when my mother leaned across the table and smiled the way she always did when she wanted to cut deep. "We only invited you out of pity," she said lightly. "Don't stay long." My brother laughed. Not a nervous laugh, a confident one. The kind you practice when you're sure the room belongs to you. "You're a failure," he added, like it was an observation, not an insult. The table went quiet. Crystal glasses, polished cutlery, New Year's candles burning low. I nodded, took another sip, let the alcohol burn instead of my face. They had planned this. The seating, the timing, the audience. They invited me just to remind me where they thought I belonged. I stood, thanked them for dinner, and left before dessert. They thought that was the end of it. It wasn't even the beginning. There was a time my mother called me her insurance policy, back when I was the reliable one, the quiet one, the one who signed papers without reading every line because family didn't cheat family. My father had just died. The cabin was still warm with his presence, his chair untouched, his accounts frozen. My brother said he'd handle the grief. My mother said she'd handle the emotions. They let me handle the responsibility. I was the one who consolidated the joint accounts, the one who added my name temporarily to manage bills, the one who refinanced the cabin so taxes wouldn't crush them. They praised me then, called me smart, called me dependable. They needed me, and I believed that meant something. The shift was subtle. It always is. Calls returned slower, decisions made without me, documents already handled. At dinners, jokes landed at my expense. Small, public, repeated. I told myself it was stress, grief, time. Then I saw the email, a forwarded message my brother forgot to delete. A real estate agent, the cabin, preliminary valuation. I stared at the screen longer than I should have. Didn't confront him, didn't ask questions. I checked the accounts instead. Transfers I didn't authorize, meetings I wasn't invited to. A pattern forming quietly beneath the surface. They weren't just pushing me out. They were cleaning me up, erasing fingerprints. So I stopped being emotional and started being precise. I didn't explode. I didn't cry. I didn't warn them. I reviewed every document I'd ever signed, every clause, every footnote, every contingency my father's lawyer had buried for unlikely family disputes. Turns out my name wasn't temporary. Turns out the authority they mocked was absolute. I met with the bank first. Calm, professional, prepared. I froze the joint accounts under fiduciary review, then the lawyer, then the auditor. I didn't accuse. I asked questions. Let professionals do what emotions couldn't. The cabin sale moved forward faster than they expected, under my approval. I approved it. 1 week after New Year's, the mail started arriving. Bank statements addressed to all of us, zero balances, closed accounts, legal notices printed in clean black ink. My phone rang, then rang again. I let it. By the time I answered, my brother's voice was already cracking. "What did you do?" I didn't raise mine. I followed procedure. My mother cried in the background. Not grief, panic, the kind that comes when control slips. They showed up at my door that night. No jokes, no laughter, just questions they weren't ready to hear answers to. I handed them copies, highlighted sections, signatures they recognized as their own. My brother went pale first, my mother last. They realized it slowly, that the failure at the table was the only one who'd been paying attention. The confrontation didn't end with shouting. It ended with silence, the kind that settles when there's nothing left to negotiate. The cabin was gone, the money redistributed, legally, fairly, precisely. Their leverage disappeared in increments. Phone calls unanswered, credit denied, reputation questioned. I didn't need to humiliate them. Reality did that for me. Now when I think back to that dinner, I don't remember the insult. I remember the moment I stood up, the calm in my chest, the certainty. They taught me something valuable that night. Power doesn't announce itself. It waits, and when it moves, it doesn't need permission. I didn't win loudly. I didn't celebrate publicly. I just closed the door they thought I'd never walk through. And for the first time, the silence felt like mine.